Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Former President Barack Obama was talking to students at Hamilton College on Thursday when he told the crowd he was in a deficit with his wife after 8 years in the White House. Yeah, fam, he said he was trying to dig himself out of that deep deficit by occasionally doing fun things. Let me tell y'all something. We didn't have to know that. We did not have to know that. Everything is not for public consumption. You got half the world already don't want to see you happy. And the other half don't care. Why share that information? Why? I mean, I get it if you're talking to your therapist. I get it if you're actually talking about something like that, something similar to help somebody, but you're in the middle of a dilemma with your wife of at least a couple of decades. Man, you better keep your business to yourself, man. When you start talking about your relationship issues, certain people out there, their wheels get to turning and they be like, I could go now. I can go in there now. I can get at her now. She's vulnerable. She's weak. He's vulnerable. He's weak. I can get in there now. And invariably, that's what happens. Keep your business to yourself, man. Damn that internet. Damn all that television, man, damn all of that. Because those people that you're talking to, they ain't gonna be there to talk to you when you're really going through it. It ain't one person out there that's gonna give you a kidney if you need a kidney. If you get kicked out your house and need to pay your mortgage, they're not gonna pay your mortgage. They're not gonna pay that mortgage to stop you from getting kicked out of your house, right? Some of them won't even buy you a hamburger. A lot of times when you share your business, it makes your spouse feel some type of way because now they're talking about like, man, why you tell them people that? Why you say that? Now you got people questioning them. You got people picking sides. I really don't see a lot of good that could come out of sharing your business like that. Unless, perhaps, everything went bad, you got back on the right track, y'all good again. Now you got a testimony. You got something you can share that could perhaps help others. Okay, I can see that. That works. But while you're going through it, man, keep your business to yourself. Okay, you ain't seen me with my woman for a while. Now what? I don't owe your ass no explanation. Where's Michelle? In her skin? Ain't gotta tell y'all nothing. And the trip part is, there are people out there who know everybody else's business, but they won't share their business. They won't tell you nothing about them. But boy, they be ear hustling on everybody else's business. And on everybody else's business. Man, keep your business to yourself. Now I know we report on this stuff a lot, but once people do make it public, then, it's out there. What do you expect people to do? If you didn't want people talking about it, you wouldn't share it publicly. Keep your business to yourself. I've seen so many relationships that perhaps could have survived, could have made it had they not gone to the internet and shared their thoughts. Hell, that was a woman, about a month ago, who was going through it with her ex. They were going through a divorce and she hopped online and started telling people about it. She wasn't even talking down on the dude. She was just saying, hey, he's a great guy, and we just didn't make it, and here's what I got going on in my life, and I'm moving forward, and, I hope the best from him. She's saying all the right things. He killed her anyway. He killed her because perhaps he could have went through something like that quietly, but when she made it public, not everybody know. He didn't really have any time to process it. I ain't making excuses for him, but I'm just thinking that, perhaps he didn't have time to really process it. And here she is telling everybody, telling the world what's going on in their relationship. So, dude snapped, took her out. I thought it was a sucker move, but, that's the type of thing that could happen. I've seen people that have been in relationships for 30 years. I never known them to talk their business. Never. They started going through it, got on social media, and started taking jabs at each other. First it was subtle, indirect, and then it became direct. Next thing you know, marriages go crash and burn after 30 years. And they was one of those couples that everybody thought was going to make it. Everybody thought was going to go the distance. Not so. Everything is not for public consumption. Keep your business to yourself. No more talk.